going to read Ruby Finds a Worry. And this is by Tom Percival. Wrote all the words and drew all the pictures. There's Ruby. Ruby finds a worry. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high, and she loved to explore wild and faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first Ruby had hardly noticed it. Then the worry started to grow. Each day it got a little bigger. Oh, look how small it started on the bench, and a little bigger and bigger. And it just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box, and then it was still there at night when she brushed her teeth. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Oh, look, she doesn't even want to swing on the swing because of the big worry. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus. And it took up a whole row at the movie theater. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like she would never feel happy again. Oh, that makes me really sad for Ruby. Then one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? Ruby's worry is what color? That's right, it's yellow. And what color is this friend's worry? It's blue. Everyone's worry can look a little different. It was. Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind. And, as he told her, the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever if you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. And that, my friends, is the end. Oh, I've had a couple pretty big worries recently, but you know what helps? When I can talk to my friends and my family. Sometimes I call them on the phone and look at them like we're looking at each other right now, or I can say to them in person, I'm really worried. And it makes me feel so much better to talk about my worry. What are some other things you can do to make your worries feel smaller? Maybe do something that makes you really happy, like singing a song or reading a story. Those are things that make me worry less too. See you soon.